NXT Halloween Havoc 2023 Night 2 predictions for you now here on the channel. There are 7 matches advertised, championship matches including the NXT Championship, where we'll begin off today. Ilja Dragunov versus Carmelo Hayes. This is the trilogy, the rubber match, the decider. Of course, the first match was won by Carmelo Hayes at the Great American Bash. The second match was won by Ilja Dragunov at No Mercy. Who is going to win this match? Of course, Carmelo Hayes did win a triple threat match to win the #1 contendership to get this opportunity. It should have been a fatal 4-way. Who took out Trick Williams? Was it Carmelo Hayes? Of course, a lot of people have pointed the finger in his direction. And will that ultimately cost him this match? I will predict that Ilja Dragunov will retain the championship. Will Trick Williams appear though at Halloween Havoc, either in the match or just on the show in general? I think he will, and I think it will create more tension between Hayes and Williams. Do I think that actually Hayes attacked Williams on this occasion? No, I do not think so, but I do think there will be a next time, and I do think we're slowly building to a Hayes versus Williams match, which will probably play through Deadline, maybe Vengeance Day, and ultimately blow off at Stand and Deliver on WrestleMania weekend next year. So final prediction, Ilja Dragunov to win the decider and to move on to new challengers. Next, we're going to spin the wheel and make the deal. We've got tables, ladders, and scares. Cannot wait for this one. The Creed brothers going against Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo. This one was built, of course, due to the Bada Bing, Bada Boom Battle Royale. Of course, the Creed brothers were meant to be in the final 2 tag teams that were ultimately decided via pinfall or submission. Of course, the referees weren't looking, and they were eliminated in the style of the Battle Royal, with Garza and Carrillo taking the spot in that tag team match instead. Of course, that was ultimately won by now your new NXT Tag Team Champions in Chase U. With the tables, ladders, and scares stipulation, for me, I think it's a fun one to bring in for Halloween Havoc. And to be honest, judging by the rumors, the Creed brothers will be appearing on Monday Night Raw. They'll be taking on the Alpha Academy in an open challenge tag team match. And rumors has it that there could be a main roster call-up. Now, usually a lot of talents will go out on their back on the way out. I think they'll be going out strong from NXT. I think they will win the Creed brothers over Garza and Carrillo. They're looking for revenge after all. I think they will get it, and I think that Garza and Carrillo can find a way to come back towards the top in the NXT tag team division. After all, Garza and Carrillo are a team that are looking to make their way back in WWE. They've lost their way. They can't find that groove to get victory. So to do it on a consistent basis, I think by cheating, they'll learn that's not the way going forward. And I think eventually, I don't know if it would be a babyface turn for them or whatever, but I don't think that this is the answer for them. They're going back into old tricks right now, and I think it's going to go against them in this tables, ladders, and scares match. So for me, the Creed brothers to pick up a victory and go sailing off to Monday Night Raw. Garza and Carrillo with a path, looking for direction to get to the top in NXT moving forward. We have the finals of the NXT Women's Breakout Tournament. Kelani Jordan taking on Lola Vice, the two that I predicted to make the final. But when it comes to that final prediction, it's not so easy. Of course, we've got Lola Vice, who, let's be fair, is a favourite amongst many. She's been quite dominant as well, winning matches in short order in this tournament. Kelani Jordan has had the longest matches in this tournament, making her way to the final. And as I say, with Lola Vice, she is a heel. We've got a babyface NXT Women's Champion. Kind of makes sense for the face and heel dynamic. However, Lola Vice does have Elektra Lopez. Now, could that turn into like a management role, a support role? They're a team after all at this particular moment. They can continue being a team in NXT. If we look at Kelani Jordan, she was someone that had Dana Brooke by her side before she was released. And since then, I felt like I've not really connected with the character and established what Kelani Jordan is looking to do. She was looking to get to that next level and find a way to break out. To win this tournament actually make a lot of sense and put eyes on Kelani going forward and hopefully give her a sense of direction. I think Lola Vice doesn't need this, therefore Jordan is going to be my prediction to win it all. And hey, we've seen babyface versus babyface before. We only need to look at week 1 of Halloween Havoc with Becky Lynch against Liv Valkyria. They could do it again with Valkyria versus Jordan. Next, let's talk about the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Chelsea Green and Piper Niven defending against Thea and Jacy Jayne. Of course, Chase U have one set of Tag Team Championships in their collection with the NXT Tag Team titles. Andre Chase and Duke Hudson surprising everybody and winning those titles last week. Will the surprise happen 2 weeks in a row with Thea and Jayne winning those championships? Personally, I'm not against the idea. I think actually could be a fun twist having them winning those tag team championships. However, I do think there will be a crack amongst Chase U eventually. Thea and Jayne, this is a way of breaking off Thea from Chase U in my personal opinion. I thought that they were actually going to throw in the towel on Chase U and turn on them last week. I think something's going to be a bit of a miscommunication this week. That will lead Chelsea Green and Piper Niven to retain those championships, and I think then we can start the friction even further with Thea and Jayne, of course, along with Andre Chase and Duke Hudson. Although I would not be against seeing Chase U with lots of tag team championships amongst their ranks. We have the NXT North American Championship on the line. Dirty Dominik Mysterio defending against Nathan Frazer. One of the matches I'm most looking forward to in the evening. For me, I'm all in. I want to see Frazer win the gold, but Dirty Dom will have Rhea Ripley by his side. So for me, it feels like Dirty Dom will retain here. When Rhea Ripley's in the house, Judgment Day get the job done. So I'm expecting Dirty Dom to win here. It'd be interesting to see if this leads to anything with Seth Rollins going forward. Of course, him and Nathan Frazer are meant to have quite a close relationship. We've seen it previously on NXT TV. So let's see if that leads to something going into Crown Jewel or beyond. But for this show, I'll go for Dirty Dom to retain. Next, we've got Tiffany Stratton going against Fallon Henley, and they say imitation is the most sincere form of flattery. Probably not in this case. Fallon Henley dressing up as Tiffany Stratton, mocking her, acting like her on NXT TV last week. Of course, Tiffany has been making things a bit tough for Fallon as of late on NXT. To go into a prediction, as great as it is to see Fallon Henley back in a program on TV, I can't see anything else than a Tiffany Stratton win here. I think Tiffany will be going back towards the top, and I can see it going for the NXT Women's Championship again in the very near future. Last but not least, we have Mr. Stone, Robert Stone, going against Bron Breakker. Mr. Stone, what are you doing? This is not going to end well. He says if he can get that one lucky shot in, which I think he will, there will be a magic near fall in this match. However, I think Bron is going to annihilate Mr. Stone. Will it lead to Von Wagner returning? Not at this stage. It looks like he's not ready at this particular time. However, I'm sure it'll be all the motivation that is needed for Wagner to get back in the ring and to go and get revenge on Bron Breakker at a later date. So that's my predictions there for NXT's Halloween Havoc Night 2. Let me know your predictions in the comments below. I'm looking forward to knowing what you think will happen on this show. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button, share with a friend, and subscribe as well. If you want more Halloween Havoc action before you get into NXT's show, then want to check out the SCW Rewind. It'll be taking place live on Halloween itself. It'll be of WCW's Halloween Havoc 1998, The Warrior versus Hollywood Hulk Hogan, Goldberg versus DDP, and much, much more. Myself and NXT will be going through that card and giving our review of it. We'll also be giving our predictions for Crown Jewel later this week live as well, so make sure to check out that video when it is live on the channel as well. Turn on notifications not to miss a single video. But that's all for me in the meantime. Anyway, look after yourselves and each other. Check out the videos on the side of your screen. I'll see you for the next video. Enjoy Halloween Havoc.